Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for all the love and support you guys are showing. I've been seeing even more comments, even more likes, and a lot of subscribers. So thank you guys. So today we're going to be driving and on FSD, and it's really nice today, so I don't expect to see anything go wrong here. I also have Rainbow Road this time on. Some of you guys have been asking that. I don't know, I prefer the blue line because it kind of matches with the GPS, so it looks more cohesive. The Rainbow Road is fun though, you know. Some people would like that. The lane centering is always amazing on FSD. We're just perfectly where we need to be. And it's keeping a large distance from the car in front, but that's also because the car in front is speeding tremendously. So we're sitting comfortably at just a little bit over the limit. But this road is very open, and we can see any dangerous things that we could avoid. Some of you guys are asking how the interior camera determines, you know, if you're paying attention. And personally, I feel like it's a little too sensitive. Like sometimes when I'd be looking at the GPS just to see the route that I'm going on, like when I do the dual screen GPS mode on the screen, and I'm just looking around, you know, seeing what's nearby, it'll warn me to pay attention. And it can get annoying because, you know, sometimes, you know, I'm just looking off the road for like literally 2 seconds just to see something, and it would tell me to pay attention. But, you know, obviously that's I guess good, because, you know, it doesn't really understand what you're looking at, because maybe it thinks you're looking at a phone or something. And if you are looking at a phone, it probably is best for it to annoy you to be looking up. The interior camera can detect a few things. It can detect your hat. It can detect if there's a phone in your hand. I've had that happen. It would say like device in hand detected. And there's also low light cabin illumination. So like say you're driving at night and it's like pitch black and there's like nothing the camera could see, like in terms of your eyes or your face or something. It would say low light cabin illumination. And then once it does that, it would say attention monitoring is inactive. So it's going to not rely on the interior camera to know if you're paying attention, but the pressure, like you have to apply pressure on the steering wheel for the car to know if you're paying attention. And, you know, it's not as relaxing, and it's not as cool to see FSD work while also, you know, touching the steering wheel a whole bunch of times. But it is safe, I assume. We're also not getting really close to that curb, which is nice. Sometimes it does that where it just it doesn't see your eyes for a second. So if you just like look back on the road, you should be fine. But yeah, it stays really separate from the curb on the right, while also avoiding the left lane there. So just knows how to take this curve. And it's just so cool to see. Like, this is where I feel like it differs from lane centering systems in other cars. Just not this kind of like smooth or human-like. Whoa, what? That dude tried to swerve in here, but the FSD like saw that coming, so it applied a little bit of braking and turning. I don't know if you guys saw that on camera. I don't know if it's gonna it's gonna look that as intense as it looked in real life. But yeah, it's cool how lane centering could just react to situations like that, especially when it's not as clear as, like, you know, a stopped car or something, like what is happening. It's like little nuanced situations like that. Also, you know, whenever we switch speed limits, like whenever the car is in a slower area, it would also tend to drop the speed, which is really nice. You know, it doesn't keep going, you know, faster than it should when the speed limit drops, you know, to avoid giving you, hopefully avoid giving you a ticket. So that's why it's like, you know, if some of you guys like the speed, or you guys don't want to speed because you keep getting tickets or something, you could get FSD and drop the speed offset, and you know, it should help with your speeding problem, because then you could just relax, you know, and not really get stressed out or anything. Because I feel like a lot of people speed just because they're like stressed out of the day they had or the day they're gonna have, and it just takes that turn, that right turn, so well. Like, it just feels almost kind of like human, like an experienced human there. Stays perfectly centered while taking these really massive curve. And then it sees the cars coming up and it starts to slow down. And it comes to a complete stop. Yeah, so if you guys are enjoying the videos, you know, be sure to like and subscribe, because I post these videos every single day. Comment down below what you guys want to see. Comment down below what you guys want me to do more of. Do you guys like the long drives, the short drives? Do you guys like to see auto park at the end of the video? And check out some of the playlists. I have a long form playlist and a shorts playlist. And check out some of the links in the description if you guys want to support the channel. Yeah. Thank you guys for all the support. So now the car has accelerated speed very well. It never really has issues with that. And it just knows how to get through the intersection. And it keeps a really good following distance. And you could just like enjoy the views of like nature now, like, you know, like with all this nice scenery, like you're able to relax a bit. So yeah, if you have like a stressful day, or you know, you work a lot, FSD could help make your day feel a little bit less stressful. And we're just smoothly driving down the road. I'm not pressing the pedals or anything. I'm not touching the steering wheel. The light's turning yellow, so the car is slowing down while also keeping a really good distance. Like, I feel like some traffic-aware cruise controls in other cars, like I get worried sometimes that it's not going to come to a stop. So, like, it's sometimes very aggressive. But with FSD, it just never feels like aggressive. It just feels smooth a lot. Obviously, there are situations where, like, you know, maybe it doesn't perform the best. But when it's sunny and it's like open roads like this, it really never messes up like that. It's usually the more complicated the situation and the more variables in the environment is when it can start to act up. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down what you guys want to see. I read all the comments, so you'll get a response from either me or our viewers. So if you guys have a Tesla, or you know, are looking to get one, try answering some of the comments down below, and let's create a little community down there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.